over a year, Cindy.
But Ginger was such an important part of the Spice Girls.
You gotta move on, baby.
Welcome back, my friends, to Jesse's Storytime Spectacular, where everything is spectacular. Now, check it. I've gotta go back in time for you a little bit. We going back to 1997, alright? A young Jesse was in middle school around the time. I believe it was probably somewhere around 7th or 8th grade, I don't know. But I'm at a friend's house and we end up watching this movie, The Pest. Dun dun dun. And I love it. It's like a 10 out of 10 comedy for me. It's just got all the right ingredients. You know what I mean? From the start of the movie, we've got Voodoo Mambo, which is the insane shower song of which he's talking about the mass amount of scams he runs, all these costumes that he puts on. Just I'll try and post the lyrics up here, but if I don't, I'll at least give you a mini clip or something of it because it's fantastic. Moving into the rest of the film, there's some hilarious stuff. Just getting the film going is basically kind of a little mix of things, but basically I wanted to start with Voodoo Mambo because I knew everybody likes. If they had even started this film, that's one of the main things right off the bat that's still so iconic about it. So, let me just give you the plot description a little bit, alright? It's basically just there's this scam artist dude who's hilarious as heck, and he decides he's trying to make quick money and somehow gets involved with this sociopathic, crazy, psychopathic German hunter dude who's gonna pay him $50,000 to hunt him for 24 hours and whatever. So he leaves all the little scam stuff that he was doing at the time and just, the movie pretty much takes off into a adventure of sorts, including an island. Let's see, just antics all around Miami, involving the best friends and everything in this movie. Like, there's so much homie love in this movie. It's like, the Pest is John Leguizamo, right? Then we have Freddie Rodriguez, who was back in his prime day, where he was just that background dude who was freaking hilarious in everything he delivered. I mean, awesome dude, hilarious, great guy. And then on top of it, we've got the classic Aries Spears. And he pulls some of the best lines in this movie. And I will throw some up on the screen just so you can see, because I'm trying to hook you into this movie. I'm not going to ruin the whole movie. Alright? Because basically now it's just a clash of things, and you gotta kind of find out what's gonna happen to who and why, and because of what ridiculous thing he has in his past as well. Alright? But, just taking a step back for a sec, here's a few fun facts about the film, alright? The Pest was from 1997, 87 minutes, starring John Leguizamo. I actually found an interview somewhere on YouTube. I can't really even find it right now, but it was neat seeing it somewhere that he apparently can remember all of the lyrics of Voodoo Mambo. as well as all the little tunes that he sings in the songs and stuff like that. It's fantastic. I love it. It's so nerdy and so fun. I can't really, I can't really give it away. It's just, there's stuff I'm gonna put on the screen here, but obviously I can't use sound to it because that would give too much away. But I'm gonna give you a little tiny bit of them, okay? So a lot of it is just adventures of craziness of trying to honestly either just get from point A to point no, freaking Z at this point because there's so many stops and craziness in this adventure that you just can't stop laughing at the ridiculousness of how much fun it is. It is crazy fun and so much laughs. I mean, I'm just gonna throw up more screen stuff on here just because it explains itself. I don't even need to give you how funny some of this stuff is. I mean, I can tell you one of my favorite scenes is near the beginning of the film, and he's just walking down the street and he walks by the basketball courts and there's two punk kids who are acting mean to this, overweight kid, you know, messing with him trying while they're playing basketball. So he joins in and says, all right, me and this heavy set dude, we'll take you two on, all right? But you gotta bet your lunches. If not, we'll bet ours. You guys get to punk this kid however you want for the rest of the time, whatever, you know. But if we win, you leave him alone, right? So you kind of think that he's getting himself into something bad this time, but nah. The one time that he's not pulling a scam, all right, and yes, I probably just dropped my vape. That was probably the sound, yeah. But the one time he is not pulling a scam, he is saving some overweight dude from being bullied, even though it's a goofy manner, of which displayed on screen, obviously. So, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, this movie is so iconic. I mean, you guys have seen John Leguizamo now in, like, Narcos and, like, all these serious ass roles in movies and, like, crazy, good dramas. He's, like, such an amazing actor, but, like, apparently, I love how this was one of his huge make his name kind of movies. And it's just, I don't think this movie could have been pulled off by anybody better. He has so much personality involved in this film that it's just fantastic. So I gotta give you guys, this is a 10 out of 10 and helped shape young Jesse in his younger days of hilarious movies. I did have a few things I wanted to mention on there that I wrote down. Thank you to Tubi for providing this movie for free. It was sweet. I appreciate it. It was especially free. So if y'all are trying to go see it, as of right now, this date, uh, it's May 2024. So hop on Tubi and watch The Pest. You will not be disappointed. It is a crazy, goofy comedy of which you will be like, what the heck is going on? But everything explains itself. Everything connects. Everything you think is a stupid detail ends up being a good part of everything. It's so Goofy and all of the crazy characters that he makes without the film. And like, there's one of the other best scene is later on in the film. All right, and this was my top best scene. All right, there's a feud going on, right? So they're trying to get into this club. All right, basically they got to steal some tickets from someone. So they pull up next to these dudes who are like being generic white dudes, and like they look like they're really, I don't know, college hippie, and they probably, have no place to even be at this party kind of shit, but whatever. They pull up and they're like, these dudes are little rockers, right? So they pull up in their Jeep and they're like, all right, you guys want to party with that? Well, we can party too. And so they start blasting some, hip hop music and some crazy shit, and they try to keep getting louder at each other. And then so instead of a normal, little tune battle or whatever going on, their Jeep evolves into like this gigantic speaker machine thing and shakes the whole hell out of the other car until they pass out. And he takes the tickets. It's just great. I'm showing y'all on the screen. I promise you here. It's, right there. I wanted to throw it in little snippets for you, but you know what I mean. Uh, it's just fantastic. I need to hook you guys for this movie. It's the best scene. It's the speaker one, There's a fantastic line from Ari Spears in this movie where there's so much chaos going on, and they're just, it's him and the other friend, Freddie Rodriguez, and they're just chilling in the Jeep waiting. They're like, they're basically just the drivers for the Pest mission, right? So they're trying to play small talk, but at the same time, there's a bunch of serious shit going on in the house, right? But out there, it just cuts to them talking about the stupidest stuff. And it's so funny. And I'm putting it up on the screen here for you. He's like, would you or would you not have sex with a space alien chick? And you're like, what? Out of nowhere, of all things to say. Uh, just too funny. I love it. What can I say? But, you know, it was Chubbs, that was Aries Spears, and Ninja was Freddie Rodriguez. Who knew Kawhi? Alright. I'm giving away too much on this one, so I love y'all. Storytime spectacular. I gotta give you guys, this was a serious gem. I mean, a serious gem. I hate doing negative reviews, so this, I needed a positive review. I needed a nice, fun flick to share. Alright? So if anybody says that I don't share anything nice and fun, well, this was one of my favorites, alright? So go watch The Pest. I promise you, it was a lot of fun. Story time. Out.
Is that whore in the orange tank top looking at me? Because I don't want her looking at me.
She can also.
Sneaky. get out of here.
For real?
Yeah, get out of here.
I'll change that image for you.
Yeah, thank you. I
whatever
don't
it
I don't know
takes,
who
you
that
know?
is. I don't know
I don't
what's
mean to
going
interfere
on.